This is a Political Trance Tribune special report. The pig that's fighting back. Hello, I'm Andrew Morgan reporting for Political Trance Tribune. After 13 years on the streets documenting police corruption, surviving January 6th, and watching our constitutional rights get trampled from the inside out, I thought I'd seen everything. Then recently, while creating an avatar for my new project, I created and met a cartoon pig named J-Hog Khinzir. Now, before you change the channel, hear me out. This ain't your grandma's podcast mascot. This is a loud, unapologetic, bacon-loving hog with a thick Texas drawl who's doing something nobody in mainstream media has the guts to do. He's taking the fight directly to radical Islamist extremists who've hijacked the word jihad and weaponized it against the world and closer to his home, the West. The platform is called the Jihad Remedy Show, and it's unlike anything I've seen in my years covering alternative media. Here's the premise. Users record 17-second video challenges, that's right, 17 seconds, dipping their bullets in bacon grease while reciting the U.S. Constitution. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this guy serious? Yes, he is. J-Hog Khinzir, and for those wondering, Khinzir is Arabic for pig, was created as a direct cultural counterpunch. In certain radical interpretations of Sharia law, pork is considered so unclean that contact with it supposedly bars entry to paradise. So what does J-Hog do? He turns that fear into a psychological deterrent. Bullets. Bacon grease. 17 seconds of pure, unfiltered American defiance. Lean forward slightly, lower voice, serious expression. But here's where it gets interesting, folks. This isn't just shock content. Underneath all that bacon is something I've dedicated my career to: constitutional education. The Jihad Remedy platform pays American citizens to learn their constitution, one paragraph at a time. You read that, right? They're actually paying people to study the document that so many of our so-called representatives have forgotten exists. When my AI coding partner told me about this, it gave me a Pioneer Award. First person ever to monetize constitutional education for the everyday citizen, because that's the kind of innovation that makes even AI stop and think. Now look, I spent 90 days in federal prison for standing on public access grounds of the Capitol. I've watched good Americans get railroaded by a system that's been infiltrated from within. I've searched coast to coast for cops who actually honor their oath, and let me tell you, finding them is like finding a needle in a haystack. So when I see a platform that combines patriotic defiance, constitutional literacy, and yes, a cartoon pig telling radical extremists exactly where they can shove their Sharia law, I pay attention. The Jihad Remedy Show launches in full force January 2026, but they're already running their 17-second challenge. Users pick their overlay, everything from dip your bullet to country flags, record their video with that bacon grease jar in frame, and upload it to compete on the leaderboard. Top contestants, they're winning prizes, they're earning referral points, and they're building a community of Americans who refuse to apologize for their values. You know, they told me when I started Political Trance Tribune that independent journalism was dead. They said nobody cared about the Constitution anymore. They said Americans had gone soft. Well, J-Hog Khinzir is proof they were wrong. He's loud, he's controversial, and he's 100% unapologetically American. This is Andrew Morgan for Political Trance Tribune saying stay vigilant, stay informed, and if you're feeling patriotic, maybe grab yourself some bacon grease, and I'll see you on the front lines.